Hi children, in this video we will learn creative writing part 1 from section C, question number 33, conversation or diary entry. Now let's look at section C at a glance. You'll have 3 questions from 33 to 35 and we'll have 30 marks. Each question carries 10 marks. Now, if you look at the highlighted and blue color, what I suggest, my dear students, is that if you can do all the A parts, conversation, letter writing, and framing questions, you will get full marks and more marks. Keep it in your mind. So, it depends upon the question. You can write either A or B, but what I suggest you is, if you write conversation, letter writing and framing questions correctly, you'll get full marks. Now let's look at the conversation from the lesson The Dear Departed One. Victoria: "Oh Grandpa, I'm so glad you are not dead." Mrs. Slater whispers, "Hold your tongue, Victoria." Abel: "Hey, what's that? Who has gone dead?" Mrs. Slater: "Victoria says she's sorry about your head." Abel says, "Ah, thank you, Vicky, but I'm feeling better." Abel says again, "Why, Ben, you are in mourning? And Lizzie too? And Amelia? And Henry? And little Vicky? Who has gone dead? It's someone in the family?" So this is the conversation that we have taken from The Dear Departed, right? And if you look at the sentences, "Oh Grandpa, I'm so glad you are not dead." In this first sentence, you can find a lot of contracted forms. And sometimes if you can't present, you can keep that in the paragraphs, the brackets. And look at the third one. "Hey, what's that? Who's gone dead?" This sentence contains, this is called discourse markers, like A, well, and what is that? A good question. And the second one, you can say Mrs. Slater says loudly, right? This is how you can think of your conversation. If your conversation should be perfect and it should be catchy and impressive, means there are certain features that a conversation should have. Let us see now. Here are the tips for you while writing a conversation. So the first conversation should have a proper beginning and good beginning. Like, "Oh, I'm very surprised to see you." Or you can say, "Hey, I didn't see you yesterday. Where were you? Where did you go?" Like that. Based on the context, you have to start the conversation. Not every time you say like, "Hello Raju, how are you Raju? Hi Raju, how are you? I'm fine." Don't use these frozen expressions. Based on the context, you go with the proper beginning. And every conversation should be related to the context and theme. You should not go out of the theme. And the third one is that you should keep it in mind that there should be 8 to 10 exchanges with proper questions, right? And the fourth one is contractions. Use contractions and punctuation marks, like "What's that?" right? And punctuation marks are very important in this one. And the fifth one is try to use question tags, because when we speak, we try to agree with the speaker or disagree with the speaker. And you can say, "Isn't it? Aren't you?" like that. And another important feature is that you should add discourse markers like a, der, well, actually, and try to write variety of sentence patterns like, "Oh, is it? Really?" These simple sentences also, it gives a lot of meaning. There may not be full sentences always. And another important part is you should give proper conclusion, right? Like tring tring, the bell is over. I have to go now. Let's meet tomorrow. So these are the important techniques for you that you have to keep it in your mind while writing a conversation. However, there should be proper questions, and finally, your conversation should be free from errors, right? There should not be any errors. Now here is a small conversation. This is a formal one, like good morning sir, good morning. You are Dr. C.S. Venkateshwan, aren't you? You can find a question tag here. Yes, may I know who you are? I'm Ramu. Your article Tea Shops in Telugu film is a nice one. I loved it. Thank you. Which film are you going to watch? I'm going to watch Midnight Children by Deepa Mehta. Unless you hurry up, you may miss the show. See, this is how you are going to end. Ramu, bye sir. Okay, bye. Enjoy the film. So this is how you can plan your conversation. This is a formal, and whereas most of our conversations are informal in our reader. So you will get all the conversations from reading part A only. Now, here is the question for you. You have read the lesson, Attitude is Altitude. In the lesson, when Nick was 8 years old, he went to his mother crying and told her that he wanted to kill himself. Now, write a possible conversation between Nick and his mother in this context. What all you have to do is, first of all, you have to fix the characters. And remember, you know, when a contractor builds the house, he thinks twice before he does the planning. So first of all, in the same way, what you have to do is, you have to keep it in your mind. You have to think how you are going to begin, how you are going to sustain the entire dialogue, and then how you are going to give proper ending. So in this meanwhile, try to understand the passage and the context based on your text, and then begin your conversation. So who began the conversation based on that? So mother, not Nick, right? Mother. What happened, Nick? Why are you crying? Mommy, I feel like killing myself. Oh my God, what made you think so? I can't imagine my future without arms and legs. Don't worry, my son. We are here to help you. What can I do without arms and legs? I'm sure you can do many things. We'll take care of you. How is it possible for me to lead a normal life without arms and legs? It's disgusting, isn't it? Oh, no, my dear. Don't worry. You can overcome your disability. How is it possible, Mummy? How can I write without hands? How can I go to school without arms and legs? I'll prepare a device to help you in writing. We'll buy an electric wheelchair for you to go to school. What about other things? Don't lose your heart. We are here. Your dad will help you in every way. We'll take care of you. Don't think to kill yourself again. You can lead a normal life and do miracles. Thank you, Mom. I'll never take any hasty decision in my life again. This is how you can write a conversation properly, so that there will be every scope that you will get 9 marks for your conversation. Now let's look at B, how to write a diary entry. Right? You all write diaries well, but when compared to your formal diaries, informal diaries, when it comes to our examination part, it has a different version. Let's see now. Now here are the tips for you while writing the diary entry. First thing is that put the diary entry in a box and decorate it like how you decorate, because you have to score 10 marks. And the next one is, you should empathize the character and write as if you have really been a part of the situation. Imagine that you are Nick, or that will be the question. So write in first person, use preferably past tense, and write in a proper order, like how did you feel on that day, what happened on that day, what decision have you taken finally. And use the name of the character who is writing the entry in the place of the signature. You can use some relevant pictures to make your diary entry more lively. You can use emojis also. Right? These are the tips. And now let us look at the format here. This is the format where you can follow. First, you have to write day, date and time. And then we will say that, like, you feel like you are speaking to diary, so you say, dear diary, right? And the first paragraph should be how you felt and why. And the second paragraph should be what happened on that day, and write the events in a proper order. And the third paragraph, you have to give the personal reflections and decisions you have taken, and you can write your future plans also. This is how you have to plan your diary entry. And finally, you have to write the name of the character, not your name, right? So here are some useful expressions for you. If it is a pleasant situation, you will write, today is the most memorable day in my life. What a joyful experience today I had. The incident has filled my heart with excitement. I was on the cloud 9 when I heard about the news. Now, here are some unpleasant situations. Now let's see what kind of sentences we can use. Today is the most painful day in my life as nothing went right on my way. What a horrible day. No one should face such a nasty day in their lives. What a dreadful day I experienced today. I felt upset and I was disturbed for the whole day. So these are the different expressions you can use in the beginning of the diary entry. Now let's look at the question. You have read the lesson Attitude is Altitude. In the lesson, when Nick was 8 years old, he wanted to kill himself. Imagine you are Nick and now write a diary entry about his helplessness. So Friday, 26 January, 8 p.m. Dear diary, and this is the first paragraph. You can write, I was deeply depressed and wanted to kill myself. Thank God I'm still alive after what has happened today. This is what happened exactly. Today at school, a group of students teased and bullied me. It really hurt my feelings. Though I complained to the principal about them, he didn't take any action against them. I was not able to face this bullying world. In deep depression, I wanted to end my life. Though I tried to drown myself in the bath, I was unsuccessful in my attempt. And now let us see what is the final decision and conclusion that he is going to give. I used to feel there is no purpose and strength and it is hard to hold on. Now, the God has given me a new life. I want to use this opportunity to set a goal and achieve it. I won't try to kill myself again and give trouble to my parents. Finally, you can write Nick. So here are some possible discourses that you can type. The first one we have done it. Nick feelings about his helplessness. And Abel feelings about his daughters. And the third one, author feelings about how he felt when his father carried his luggage. And Kalam feelings about how he felt when he was shifted to the last bench by the new teacher. These are the various other things that you have to practice. We will see in the next video also, right, from the second lesson. Now that's all for today. And I wish to remind you to wait for the next video on how to write a letter and a bio sketch. Until then, have a nice day, keep watching, stay home, and wish you all the best. And I know that if you practice well, you can get good grades.